10,000 tick trap. Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. Just finished the pre-market show. Always have a great time there. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Drop a GM in the chat as well. I put a poll up for you guys. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Day trading. Good morning. FSN. Good morning. Kid Poker. Good morning. Lord Torrell. Aaron Carr. Good morning. Kid Poker. Good morning from New Jersey, where winter has been canceled. Maybe. Is it warm there? Avatar. Good morning, Roberto. Good morning. Price Action Parrot. Good morning. Speedy Boy, good morning. Let me put this up here just because it is a promo right now with Apex, but... Right now, there is a promo for Apex. 50% off all resets. Yep, you heard right. 50% all resets. That means that if you have those 90% off codes that failed, those evals that failed, 50% off. Just to reset it. No coupon required, actually. So you just go ahead and reset it, and it should already just double check the, your checkout. Make sure the resets are there. Kippoker says, if I have evals renewing over the weekend, it wouldn't make sense to reset. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, you would save money. You would save money. It would be cheaper for, especially because there's not enough time to pass it. So it would just be cheaper if you waited. Pandas, what did I say about Big Mama yesterday? I said beginning of the stream, someone asked if there's a Big Mama trade, and I just said if we break this low here, most likely we'll fill the gap with a Big Mama trade. And lo and behold, we break this line, even when it's overextended like this, and we fill the gap. You would have to suffer a not even 2 point, basically like a 2 point stop loss. But we break below Big Mama, and we fill the gap. Eventually, I end up going actually further down. It feels like, since there is a 50% off reset, like I want to crank this eval today. That's my feeling. Like I want to crank this eval and just try to pass it within the next 2 days. It's only today and tomorrow, by the way. And so for me, I'm just like, Well, might as well like become like a maverick trader, a gunslinger. Just try to pass these. But I'm gonna keep it kosher here. We'll trade this properly today. I may be a little more aggressive later, but market's about to open in 8 minutes. Let's see here. I have this trend here. It's the second entry long. Off our trend line, also off the 20 MA. The signal bar is not too, doesn't look too good, but we're also in a trading type range here. Don't want to take this second entry long here. It's a little too choppy, but if it was choppy, we are at the bottom of the chop, maybe coming back to the top of the chop. Obviously, we have a target here filling our, the previous day's close. What a wild day yesterday. What a wild day yesterday. I mean, if you look at the daily chart, it's just wild. Look at this candle. I mean, can you believe it? We went up this high and then we just completely came back down. It's just insane. Am I looking for another leg up though in this move up? It's hard to say because this is a failed breakout essentially, like what you would see in a failed breakout, this kind of candle. So I don't know. It seems like second entry long does trigger here. Reload my historical real quick. Pandas. A lot of you guys think it might be a bull trend day today. Okay, this second entry long is failing. It's actually a Pikachu trade that's currently failing. 4 pushes down here. H4 setup. Could be like a spike and channel type situation where we spike. Channel looks kind of ugly. I don't know how to really draw this. Maybe more like a trading range, this blue box that I drew. I'll be really tempted to go long here. H4 setup in an uptrend, and if I do have this trend line, actually coming off this trend line here, it's just so close to the open. It's a little risky. I'll definitely be breaking a rule here, trading this close to the open. Jerome Powell's he's already speaking 9 o'clock. Yeah, it already happened. Kid Poker asks, so if I have a blown eval that's supposed to renew 131 for $36, it would make sense to reset. It would not make sense to... Oh, 131, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can reset it. I mean, it's not going to be as cheap as... I mean, it depends on you. If you're eager to trade that account, but I mean, technically it's cheaper if you just wait. But I mean, you can pass it. You have plenty of time. You just need 7 trading days, so yeah. I mean, you can easily do it before then. So if you want to, yeah. If you want to, that's up to you. If you want to trade those accounts and you think it's worth it, then be my guest. If you do want to reset it, it is the time to do it. There's no code for the reset. Let me put that in the message. Got an H4 setup happening here right at market open. I may be interested here, to be honest. Market's about to open. Got an H4 setup coming out for trend line, coming also off the 20 EMA here. Market just opened. Market opening volatility. Almost scalps out. Okay, scalps out. It's just right at market open, unfortunately. It's not a trade I can take. I'd be definitely breaking a rule there. We're currently in here, and I just feel like this gap should fill. High probability to fill this gap here. Basically, previous day's close. When I say gap, I mean the 5-minute chart, there's a gap there. All right, touches the previous day's close. Just zooms up to it. Now, who knows what's going to happen. Still actually a little more room on the 5-minute. The 5-minute hasn't quite gotten there yet. It's about 2 more points away. I think it'll fill it before we do anything today. $10,000 tick chart. It's actually a trap trade here, going long. Big push down, coming off. Could be first break a trend to new high. Trap does trigger here. I'm setting my pause because we actually have break a trend to new high here. Does not matter. 5-minute fills the gap. 5-minute fills the gap. Boy, boy. If it keeps pushing up here, I can adjust this trend line, right? Because you're within this wick here. It's kind of like a margin of error, basically, anything in that wick. Quite a strong bull bar on a 10,000 tick. Trap triggers on 10,000 tick, and might have a strong uptrend right at the opening. The daily chart could be looking for another leg up, and this may ultimately lead to a second entry long. This is a daily chart, by the way. Getting choppy. Overall, strong bullish bar or bullish move. What am I looking for here? I don't know. Second entry long, maybe? I don't know. This is just like grinding up. This is like getting really choppy here. Right, 5 overlapping bars in a row. Breaks out to the side of the original trend, which is up. All first entries here along this way. Five-minute candle, strong bull bar ending on its high. This could tell us, you know, the direction of the rest of the day, but yeah, we have to see. Wait and see. All first entries here, just no entries for us. Very strong bull move. Will I take the first, second entry long is a question, Pandas. Would you take the first entry long? The first, second entry long, what's that mean? Would you take this second entry? If we get one here. A, B, C. Getting a little sketchy now. Strong bear bar, anyone's low. Right at the 20 MA. Perhaps a second entry long here. Sitting on my pause. Extending this channel because it looks like it has more room. Second entry long here, perhaps forming micro double bottom. Doesn't quite actually trigger the second entry long. This is a hidden second entry long if you're to take it. Breaking this high. The reason why I say it's hidden second entry long because it makes the direction down. Now it's like a technical second entry long in an uptrend. Ooh, that's some volatility in that candle. Did Jerome Powell just go crazy? What did he say? Is he saying something? Interesting. This candle is volatile. It's kind of like you can see how it's moving very fast. Ooh, now we're underneath the 20 MA. First break of trend here. Do I really want to go long here? It's looking a little sketchy now. Creating an inside bar. I'll attempt this. It's the first break of trend. Looking for a new high still. Inside bar actually. This is a little bit risky here. The risk is about 1, 2, 3. It's exactly 4-point risk. Could be a reversal right in the opening. Ooh. This looks sketchy. Definitely looks sketchy. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see the chance of a trap that might trigger. Which is what might be happening here. There's a chance for it to trigger here. Right, these candles are filling so quick. Candles, you know, it's taking a couple candles just to get the scalp here. Typically don't like it when I have to wait this long. Trap does trigger, unfortunately. Bad news for us. If the trap fails, it's good news, but right now it's bad news. It gets us. It gets us with slippage too. 2-tick slippage, fortunately. Hey, pandas. Good thing we have a reset. Good thing we have a reset. I wasn't thinking like that was really a break of trend of any sort. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Second entry long fails. Inside bar maybe is what caused it. I don't know. Stops me out, and the stoppage gets me out with 2-tick slippage. Ouch, ouch. Hey, pandas. Pandas. Guess what? There's a 50% off reset. So you know, even if we're red today, you know, it's all good. We could just get a reset for 50% off. I'm gonna try to stick to the rules. Let me see why that failed. First break of trend, thinking probably one more test of the high. We also have, right, on this small micro channel, move down, break a trend to new low already. So I don't know, it's a tough one. Maybe if I drew a channel here, I would have seen that I had some type of resistance here, but yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, maybe just the fact that it was an inside bar, 2 overlapping bars, creating the small trading range here. I don't know. That's a tough one. It's close. It's close. It's a tricky one. Let's just say. Like, obviously I thought it was tricky because I took it and I got trapped. But if the trade doesn't work out, it's all good. You move on to the next one. Glam Pulse's reset includes P accounts. You cannot reset, so it does not include P accounts. You cannot reset P accounts. Got a higher low here. Just sitting on my pause. We have this trend working down right now. Maybe in this situation it'd been better to wait for the higher low setup because we broke the trend. I don't know. I mean, obviously it'd been better hindsight bias, but I could have skunked it after it not being able to fill after this candle. You know, when I saw there was a chance of it trapping, I figured maybe it's good skunk, but I held it. That's fine. That 2-point slippage though, that 2-tick slippage is frustrating. Like 1-tick slippage, I get it, but 2-tick slippage, boy. Second entry short here. Trap to the upside. I want to take this trap to the upside here. Outside bar reversal. I don't like that. Strong bull bar. Outside bar reversal, darn. It stopped me from doing the outside bar reversal because it created 2 outside bar reversals actually. It's kind of crazy. Like in a row. Amazing. I wouldn't have taken that short, but it's a good short. Looking for a new low, maybe first break of trend to new low. We had such a strong move in the beginning. Now it's getting a little sketchy here. Oof, what a move down. Break a trend to new low. I don't know if I should be looking for a reversal here though. Going back into this chop here. Basically coming back to the previous day's close, which is this pink line. The low is right here. Maybe if I were to do this again, I would have seen it more like... It's a weird looking... It's just weird looking. If I started from here... I don't know. It's tough. This is kind of hard to chart. Kind of maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it's a little subjective here, but I don't know. That's tough. Tough. That's a tricky one. I don't know. I just I'm not sure. I mean, at the end, I could just say it's inside bar, but I feel like there's more to it than that. Why this failed? It's tough to say. I was thinking perhaps like some sort of overshoot happened. Like this maybe did like an overshoot, led to a reversal, but I don't know. It's like, you know, if this is the channel here, overshoot, right? Like you basically had a trading range here, You broke out, overshoot, led to reversal. Maybe that's what maybe that's what happened. Do I want a second entry short here? I don't know. Break a trend to new low. It looks like it wants another leg down. The strong push down. Looks like it wants another leg down here. Like basically trying to make a new low off this trend line. This trap triggers. It'd be tricky. You kind of want, I don't know. Maybe you can consider like this already. Some sort of break a trend new low here, but it's a weird way to chart that. Right. I'll bite. I will bite. Maybe not. I don't know if I want to enter this trade now after this retracement here. Oof. This is why you wait. You wait for the signal bar to trigger. Or you wait for your entry to trigger. I never front run because of things like this happen all the time. Look at how this strong bull bar, you're thinking for certain it's gonna break, right, and make a new high, or like break the previous candle's high. But you gotta wait. If anything, you wait. If you want to get in early, I mean not early, but a better price, you have. I wait for retracement. This is really tricky now. Now we're beneath the 20 MA. It's hard to take this trap, and now you got overlap here. It's a little tricky. Overall, pretty tricky day right now. Overshoot leading to an undershoot. Could be a reversal here, perhaps. It's a hard one to take if you're going to take it, but you have some reason to take it, but too choppy for me. I'm just going to sit on my pause.
Trap. 10,000 tick trap.
Yep, trap about to trigger on 10,000 tick chart. Big risk, so I don't know if I want to take it, but lower high second entry short. Terrible looking price action right now. Very difficult to just go short there, but the trap does trigger on 10,000 tick, causing this to kind of zoom down right there. It seems like the previous day's close is a magnet. Come right back up to it. Trap fails, 10,000 tick. Right, trap triggers, outside bar reversal. Sick. It's just sick. Sick move. Incredible. Break it. This is why I was saying I think we need a new low here. So, I drew it more like this. I don't know. Or it could have gone through a whole, cycle here. Depends how small you want to make these. You can make anything. Every 2-legged pullback is a break a trend new high. Right now I think we're in an uptrend, strong uptrend. So I'm gonna try to trade long here if possible. The 10,000 tick when you have a strong bull bar like this with follow through. But we'll see. I mean, we're still in a trading range essentially. Especially the 5-minute. 5-minute you can really tell trading range here. I have a line down here. It goes so far back. I don't remember where this line, why this line is here, but it bounced off of it. Could be a first entry market. You might be able to make money off every first entry. You might be able to make money off this first entry. Sitting on my pause here. What to do? What to do? If this is like the only trade I took today, I wouldn't feel that bad about it. It's, you know, marking it like this, it's like you can see the, you know, maybe an overshoot leading to reversal. At the time, it was hard to tell that was going to happen.
10,000 tick trap.
Pandas. Cody M says, can you explain what front run means? Front run means when you do something a little early. As in, like, you know, if you want to enter a second entry long, you don't wait for this candle to even finish or break. You just try to buy it when it gets close to it. You try to front run it. You can also front run your profit target. Like if you have a certain area, you can front run it and basically come out a little bit early, like 1 point early or a couple ticks early. You're front running that as well. Just when you do something a little early. So for me, I can like front run this trap and just buy it, thinking, okay, for sure it's gonna trap and go up, and just front run it and just buy it now. This is a trap. It's far away from 20 MA. It'd be breaking rules if I were to go long here. I like this strong move up. Now the signal bar's not so hot, but if it does trigger, it's one of those kind of tempting trades because you have the strong move and you want to just catch some of that momentum. Might lead to some sort of spike in channel here. Break a trend to new high, perhaps. That trap would have failed if you went in. This is why we wait. This is why we wait till a good setup. Second entry long, perhaps here, but this could be a break a trend new high already. It seems right now the micro trend lines are working better. We got a second entry long just bouncing right off the 20 MA. Goodness. To take or not to take? That is the question. Second entry long. Break a trend new high. Interesting. Makes a scalp. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, when you're in trading range type price action, it's just kind of hard to say that I want to join in with this trend here. It makes me hesitant. It does scalp out. But But really, how far does it scalp out? In my reverse here, that's a tough one in my opinion. Risk was also large. 1, 2, 3, even 4-point risk again. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. If I were to take that trade, I mean, you just scalped out. Big move back down to this magnet, which is the previous day's close. That's tough. That's tough. It does scalp out though for you. Ralph Grun says, good morning from the home of the national champion Georgia Bulldogs. Ralph Gruns. Nasir says, Panda, you think getting a master's degree is worth it because it's taking longer than expected to make money in the markets? This is like life advice question, I guess. What do you mean by worth it? I mean, if it's something you love and you want to do, then yeah, it's worth it. That's value. It might not make you money, but there's value there. Don't let the markets dictate that for you. I don't know what you're thinking about for a master's, but hopefully if you're going to the level of master's degree, it's something you really have a passion for. And why would the market even, say anything about that? I don't know. Cybersecurity, I mean, that's stable. I honestly think you should always have, well, if you're, I mean, obviously not everyone, but if you have the ability to get something like a cybersecurity degree, unless you want to depend on trading as your main income, I just feel like, in my experience, like I have a full-time job, and I would be very, very, how do I say it? I'll be very unsure of my financial situation if all I did was trading. With trading, anything can happen. But, when you have a job, it's, of course, anything can happen as well, but it's just way more stable, in my opinion. So if you can have like a steady stream and, and on the side get better at trading, then I think that's probably the best thing you can do. But if all you're doing is trading, then, there are professional traders, day traders. For me, I do it as side money. It's getting way too choppy again. Who knows here what will happen? Again, these like little chop zones are happening everywhere. You got one here, getting another one here, super frustrating. Like, I mean, I could even consider this one, it's just getting nasty. This one here, even going up, it's choppy, and it's just very difficult to say what's gonna happen. Too much chop. Just as why I trade the ES and not the YM. It's preference, I guess. I'm just used to the ES. I never trade the YM. I mean, ES is the most liquid market in the world, so I want to be where everyone else is at. Not saying there's not money to be made anywhere else. I mean, NASDAQ will probably be a close second where I would maybe consider, but the ES, that's where it's at. Jamie says, ever reset a past eval account day 6? That would be really frustrating if that does happen. If it's a master's in typewriter repair, stick with trading. Yeah, actually. Chris says, I'm going to trade my PA accounts for the first time next week. Any recommendations for PA accounts? It has to be a different mentality, right? You will find out. You will find out. You will be surprised. Pandas. Chris Lou says, I think I'm done today. Too choppy. Hey, that's not a bad decision. I mean, if you're up, green is green. That's beautiful. 280 across multiple counts. That's a dream. I mean, depending on how many counts you have, 280 is amazing. I'm down 450, obviously. Let me ask you guys how you guys are doing. I took one trade today that I thought was decent and was wrong. So, but hey, 50% off resets. Like even this stream, I don't know, next stream I might even crank it, but I kind of want to keep this account like a journey with you guys. I don't want to do anything to like. I'll probably personally crank a couple accounts today to get more, and let's see. Like, I feel like this is the time to do it if you're gonna do it. But the price action right now is pretty terrible, I would say. Look at the 5-minute chart. Can't even get above the 20 EMA, and it's just making this trading range indicator, finding the trading range since yesterday actually, and we're contained in here. A lot of you guys are making money today, doing better than me. Congratulations to you. Hope you're happy. I wonder how that feels to be green. Let's see here. So many green bars in a row right now. It's making me sense that it kind of feels bullish. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could also be entering trading range. It could be a break of trend. It could be just a failed breakdown coming back into a trading range. This is Big Mama. Let me get rid of Big Mama. No need. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 non-bear bars in a row. I say non because this is actually a neutral bar. Second entry short about the trigger. Higher low setup. It's not a setup I normally take, and it's very choppy. I don't know. tough one. 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Keeps hitting its head on it. It's a trap trade here. Break a trend to new low, but it's happening in a really weird way. Really weird, like very grindy uptrend. I'm gonna have to skip it. Just looking at this price action just doesn't give me any type of confidence that we're really gonna do something here. I just don't know. I mean, you could take this trap trade. I would understand, but it's just doesn't look right. I don't know.
Five-minute trap.
Pushes back up. Amazing. Okay. I don't know. Pandas, I have no idea what's happening here. That's your ask. If you blow it out in an account, does it reset at the end of the month? Yes, it does. With a renewal, if you don't cancel it, it will reset. For free. You don't have to pay. Well, you pay the renewal fee, but it includes a reset. Emmanuel up 1250. Let's go, baby. Gio asks, hi Panda, how many points do you think is a good achievement? I honestly just say if you're green, that's good. If you could be green, that is a good achievement. But it really depends. It really depends on your risk tolerance. You know, I could say like $100, but if your risk is like you're willing to lose $1,000, then $100 may not be enough. You know, depends on your capital, right? Depends on, I guess if you're talking about points themselves. Yeah, this depends on how much you're willing to risk. It's like watching paint dry. Just watching. It's a higher low setup for a century. Okay. Okay, blast off here. Interesting. Cool. You know, that's all I can say. I just didn't know what was going to happen there. But very cool. Very nice. I mean, I'd rather have some movement than none. So, hopefully this might turn into something. This might turn to a trend. Trap trade does trigger, but way too far away from 20 MA. Tricky, tricky. Another push up here. Strong bull bar. And ending near time, the 5-minute for now. With some follow through, this could be always in long. That's a 5-minute chart. You're gonna take that. You have to have big risk though. Big risk. Big, huge risk. Chris Liu asks, what the date does a withdrawal bonus end? I think it's just includes the withdrawals February 1st through the 5th, like the beginning of February. That's the only time it's a 20% bonus. And that only works with the 90% off. If you blow a PA, do they let you go back to the 90% off for the eval that was associated with the account? No, they don't. If you blow a PA, it's just blown and it's just like nothing happened. They do give you an 80% off code, though. If you do fail a PA count, they'll give you a 80% off code. Look in the email and it'll tell you inside it, and it lasts for like a week. So pretty strong bull bar ending near time in the 5-minute. You have to wait for follow through before really thinking this is always in long, but we'll wait and see here. I want to go long here. The 10K chart looks so bullish. You can see here as it reverses and it retests the previous day's close. Comes out, retest it. Retest this area here. From the breakout area. Retest it. Bounces off of it. Second entry long here. Would you take it, pandas? A, B, C. Second entry long. Uptrend. Would you take it here, pandas? Give me a 1 in the chat if you take this second entry long. Give me 2 if you'd skip it. Give me a 3 if you take a trap off of this. Steven Hinkle says, you think Apex is doing all these discounts to raise funds to pay that dude that made 800K in 1 month? Maybe. Maybe. $800K in 1 month, that's insane. Shelby says, in a PA, when you've done 10 trades and hit the min or max profit, do you stop trading and wait for the request date? I don't. I just keep trading. If I put the request in, there's like a little time between the request and the withdrawal actually happening. Then I sometimes don't trade that. So second entry long doesn't seem like a good trade anymore here. And like I said, on the 5-minute chart, even though we had a strong bull bar ending as high, we need follow through. And this currently it doesn't look like a good follow through bar. Just come back to the trading range, might come back to the previous day's close again. Just creating a big trading range day. Wow, what a day. Daily chart. If it ends like this on the daily chart, I mean, it looks like it wants another leg up. Hmm. Five-minute chart, like I said, that's why you wait for follow through. Strong bull bar doesn't mean always in long. You have to have follow through. What a move down though. Incredible. I can't trade this. I mean, there's no entries. There's nothing like really telling me like what to do and when to do it. $10,000 tick chart. Maybe. Channel like this. Could also have on the higher time frame break a trend to new high, creating reversal here. Second entry short maybe here. Nope. Trap trade maybe. Failed second entry long. Perhaps. Fails like entry long, perhaps here. Don't I think this fails like entry long? I kind of do, but I kind of don't. It's too far away from 20 May, so in terms of like the setup, it's not pretty. Doesn't really comply to the rules of the setup. Fail second entry. Trap trade, fail second entry long. I hate to sit on my paws the rest of the stream, but you can only take what the market gives you. This is a trap trade here. Okay, trap maybe disappearing. Okay, trap gone. Could be like a break of trend to new low here, already been made. Reversal. It's tough to say. Don't know. Yep, live free or fight. Trap on the 10K chart does happen. The problem is that it's already made a, it's more of a major trend reversal setup, in my opinion, on a 10K chart. I'm reloading, by the way, so it's going to freeze a little bit. $10K chart. Looking for that measure move, maybe. Richard Harris says, I keep hearing Matt Damon at 39.20. He speaks to you, he whispers in your ear. Fortune favors the brave. Salvatore says, I would invest all my $800K and retire in my 30s. Could you live off $800,000 for the rest of your life, pandas? I don't think it's possible. I mean, I guess it depends on where you live, but for me, I think the minimum number is 3 million. 3 million to retire, live off passive income. I think 3 million. If you can find, it's aggressive, but there are plenty of dividend equities out there that have high yields around 7%, and even more than that, 10%, right? Even some of them have 15 to 20%, but typically high yield one that's like somewhat stable, maybe around 7%. So yeah, that's kind of like the rate, the S&P 500 goes up average yearly. So what is that? 3 million, 7% of 3 million. It's like what? 270,000? 270,000. Yeah, we're going right back to the previous day's close. I think it's a magnet. It's just a big trading range day today. Incredible. The trap fails on a 10,000 tick. these failed traps are just vicious. Failed trap here, almost exact same setup the other way. Failed trap here, reverses again. Oh, sorry, $210,000. $210,000 for 7%. If you have like a high yield dividend, you know, and that won't eat into your principal. So I mean, 210. I mean, that's not little. That's quite a bit, even, you know, for me. So, but 3 million. Yep. I guess the question is, if you had $3 million, would you buy 4, or I don't know how many houses you can buy? Would you buy, like, let's just say like 6 $500,000 houses, more or less, and rent them all out? Like, buy them all cash and rent them all out? Probably for a $500,000 house, the rent would be like $2,200 maybe a month. I don't know, something like that. Let's be generous. 22. It's $13,000 a month. You'd buy a multi-family, 50 units. You'd buy like an apartment, I guess, or yeah. All right, that's an interesting way for passive income. All right, what's going on here? I mean, the dream for me is passive. Live passively. Live off passive income, not live passively. Do not live passively, folks. Every day is opportunity waiting at the door. And if you don't see opportunity, you make your own opportunity. What's going on here? Big move down. 10,000 tick chart amazingly has said we've been in a trading range this entire time. And we may get back to the bottom of it. Quite wild. Quite wild ride today. There's no setups here this entire time. So I'm just sitting on my paws. Don't know what's happening. Five-minute chart as well says we've been in trading range. This is quite a strong move down. Look to the left of the chart. You're basically at these pivot lows. If I were to draw like even a trend line like this channel, it's overextended, overshoot. Probably treat this as its own channel. Trap trade here. Trap has good potential because how strong this move down was, but I'm gonna skip it because it's far away from any key area. Yeah, I mentioned this is a magnet right now. The previous day's close is a magnet. All right, we do trigger this trap here, and it works out for a scalp. Again, I said the reason why I didn't take it is because too far away from the 20 MA. All right. What to do, what to do. Confusing, confusing. Penance, remember there is a 50% off reset, so take advantage of it while you can. It's gonna end tomorrow, and yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think that's a good deal? So far, we've seen a couple. I'm gonna pull a pull up for you guys. So far, these are like the deals that we've seen with Apex. Which one do you like the most? Which deals do you guys like the most? 80% off evals for lifetime of the eval. 90% off and 50% afterwards. Or 50% off resets. No one likes the 50% off resets. Like, what? What's the point of that? In a sense, like 80% off, the 50K accounts is cheaper still. Especially with a 90% off, it's cheaper still than the 50% off resets. A lot of the accounts, the 50K accounts, I believe. Cheaper than 50% off. But if you have like a big account, like if you like the big accounts, then the 50% off resets actually, you can take like a more advantage of them. If you don't trade 50K accounts. If you trade 50K accounts, then like 50, I think most popular account is probably the 50K account. Just because it's like 10 contracts. That's a lot of contracts for 50K. And passing it is not too difficult. You know, it's a reasonable like ratio between the trailing threshold and the profit target. It's like, you know, you have about 2,500 trailing and then 3,000 target, which is like pretty close. Like compared to like the 300K account, which is like 7,500 trailing stop loss, but you need to make 20K. It's more than double the trailing stop loss. So it's like the ratio is very difficult. Hardo says, purchase the trading range indicator, sent you Ninja Trader codes to the support. Nice. By the way, I did post up the horizontal ray for free on the website, www.twoleggedpullback.com. You just go there and go to free downloads. And if you like this ray tool, if you like this ray tool here where it makes a ray from the left to the right, then it makes an array from a beginning and then extends to the right forever. Oh, second entry short here. We have a breaker trend to new low, perhaps. But this could also just be, man, that signal bar. Pandas. Thoughts and prayers right here. Gonna need them. But I'll put the link up on the chat. Let's get a second entry short on this downtrend. We could see a breaker trend to new low maybe here. Could be a reversal spot where it does trap here. Signal bar doesn't look as good anymore. This is your new signal bar. It hasn't quite ended. Actually, let me keep it here for triggers. Yeah, signal bar doesn't look as good anymore. Skipping it now. Alright, getting choppy, going sideways. I hate when it looks like this. Does trigger the second entry short here, but little choppy. You can also see breaker trend to new low. You know, this breaker trend new low, this breaker trend to new low as well. Or maybe you can think this is like the first break of trend and making a new low now as it approaches the 20 MA. Basically the I guess second hit of the 20 MA here. Does work out. Second entry short.
$10,000 tick trap.
Trap on 10,000 tick chart. Ooh boy. It's just confusing. You know, 4 overlapping bars here. Just staying away from that nonsense. Trap triggers on 10,000 tick chart. Push it strongly down. Now you can see this is maybe breaker trend to new low here. Tricky, just don't know. It's no clear direction either way, either way. It's just constant reversals. He keeps like kind of tricking you. It's like, okay, are we in trend? Let's go with the trend. Well, is it a reversal? Are we at the near bottom of trading range? Well, then we should not trade with trend. We should look for a reversal. I may just end red here, pandas, and it is what it is. But pandas, take advantage of that 50%. It'll last until tomorrow. Tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. it will end. So, you know, if you want to be aggressive, this is the time. If you don't mind paying that 50% off. But pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. See you guys, and as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.